any way, those are the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
DiBella Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Michael Gross, and we are here to discuss Tevin Farmer, Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Davis, Eddie Hearn, Leonard Ellerbe. Ellerbe sent an offer to Eddie Hearn and Dazn, or rather Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, for the services of Tevin Farmer later on this fall. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom sent an offer to Gervonta Tank Davis for $5 million for Davis to fight in July on Dazn. So it looks like we're at another standoff similar to the Wilder AJ negotiations, Ruiz AJ negotiations. Any big fight negotiations, always some hiccups. You know, promoters, networks, they want to have a say in these big fights. So we'll discuss where should this take place? What's better for Davis and Farmer? This is what we're going to be talking about right here. This is the rumor mill, as this information was publicized by Michael Coppinger in The Athletic. His sources told him these rumors, and we are reporting these rumors on TBV's Rumor Mill. You could call in and give us your opinion on these rumors at 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation from anywhere in the world. You can download that app on the Android app market or the iPhone app market. While you're there, download the Patreon app and join us on Patreon for tons of exclusives. Let me go on out to my co-host, Big Mike, and get this thing started.
DiBella Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out my A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, welcome back, and what up to everybody out there in the TBV universe? Back with another one, and yes, man, you gotta give credit what credit is due. Jose, no, not Jose Ramirez. Was it Jose Ramirez and Maurice Hooker?
Yeah, they had a one-off, man.
They had a one-off. Andrew Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, and now Eddie Hearn is also trying to make Tevin Farmer versus Gervonta Davis. And that is a fight that I want to see. I know both sides have made offers. Leonard Ellerbe made an offer to Lou DiBella and Tevin Farmer, and Eddie Hearn made a $5 million offer to Gervonta Davis, which I think is a big offer because Ruiz only got $6 million for the AJ fight, and it was rumored that Ortiz was going to get $7 million for the AJ fight. So $5 million to face Tevin Farmer. I'm not saying Tevin Farmer is not a big time champion, but he's not like a superstar in the sport. He's not like a Canelo or Joshua. So $5 million is a lot of money. And Derevchenko was only getting like 6.5 for Golovkin, and I don't think Tevin Farmer's on that level either. But big fight, great fight, and I'm ready to see it. So hopefully both sides can get the issues worked out. And that's what we'll be talking about and what we will be breaking down on today's show. What's going on, Ness?
What up, champ? I mean, I think you got this information a bit confused. You're saying $5 million, that's a lot of money. Tevin Farmer, you keep throwing Tevin Farmer. It's $5 million that Eddie is offering to Gervonta Davis. That $5 million has nothing to do with Farmer. So I don't know if you want to, I don't know, maybe rephrase what you were saying or explain what you meant.
Oh, what I'm saying is the $5 million offer for Gervonta to come over and fight on the zone, in my opinion, is a big offer because I don't think Farmer is the guy that opponents can like request that kind of money from. Like I wasn't expecting Gervonta to get 3-4 million to fight Tevin. I wasn't expecting that at all. So $5 million offer, in my opinion, is a damn good offer. And this from a guy who said he was broke before the Pedraza fight. Just saying.
Yeah, man, stop counting his pockets. Then, you won't think it's a big offer. Once you put things into perspective, two fighters just unified on the zone. Jose Ramirez, who isn't as popular as Tank Davis. Tank has been a star since he started. He got $4 million to unify. Tevin Farmer is way more popular than Maurice Hooker. Tevin Farmer has been more active, 5 defenses. Like, if Jose Ramirez, who's selling $5 and $10 seats, and I ain't knocking him because that fight didn't even happen in his hometown. So the tickets that you sell mean nothing, Jon Snow. Right now we're talking about value that DAZN put on them, and they gave Maurice, well, not Maurice, they gave Jose Ramirez $4 million. So if I'm Tank, I want more. I've done more than Jose Ramirez. I've been on Mayweather pay-per-views. I've fought internationally in the UK. I have more brand recognition, I think. And based off that, yeah, he might deserve just a little more. I'm not here to argue that he deserves a boatload more, but just a little more. If you put into perspective that Sergey Derevchenko is receiving $5.5 million to fight Canelo for a vacant title, well then yeah, a champion who's defending and unifying with the other top 5 in the division definitely, I think, deserves slightly a little more than Sergey Derevchenko going into a vacant title shot. And I can name numerous others that have gotten in or around that amount not to unify. So I think that the first offer is good, and I'll rephrase myself and say this is actually the 4th offer. If you do a hashtag search of Farmer, Davis Farmer, you'll find Tevin Farmer tweets saying that his team has made 3 offers to Gervonta's team already. We'll include this one as the 4th.
Where did you find the information that Jose got $4 million?
We talked about it the other day. I seen it. I either seen it on the telecast or there's an article. Just Google it. I'm sure it'll come out.
I'm Googling. I got Googling like a motherfucker. I don't see no $4 million purse. I don't even see boxing scene when I Google Hooker and a Jose Ramirez purse. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I can't find that information. But nevertheless.
Oh, wasn't it? Mark Kriegel said it on the telecast. That's exactly where it was. Mark Kriegel said it on the telecast when he was bringing up what Fury opponents turned down. He was letting us know
how much Gervonta
because Jose Ramirez because Jose Ramirez is with Top Rank. That's why he would know.
What the fuck did that mean? So he's privy to all background information about the person and things like that.
He's sitting
because normally they give us the purses and we don't have the purses, so we're gonna take the words of Mark Kriegel.
Mark Kriegel was sitting on the telecast telling us purses that Tyson Fury's fighters turned down.
Mm-hmm. I definitely don't believe that. I don't believe Povetkin turned down eight figures. Sorry. Try again, Mark.
And remember, his purse for the Cepeda fight was $700,000. Non-unification. Just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna keep Googling. I'm gonna add in Mark Kriegel's name and see.
Yeah. Let me know about that $4 million because I don't know. It seemed like an awful lot for him. But anyway, I do think $5 million is a good offer for Gervonta. I think that, in my opinion, I'm not counting man pockets. I'm not doing that. I don't even know how much he made his last one. But
that was you?
Sorry about that. But $5 million, in my opinion, is solid. First offer. Maybe you can get a little bit more, but I
Boom.
don't.
Let me see. Top ranks Bob Arum, Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearns. Not to mention $4 million plus for Ramirez. Top rank side. The deal got done. ESPN.com. Dan Rayfield, the writer. Know what I'm saying?
4 million plus. Okay.
$4 million
I'm pretty
plus.
sure
$4 million plus. So Gervonta definitely deserves more.
I don't think
his
Jose
fight
got all
has
that
been
money
more
because
demand.
Bob
His fight
was
is in
out
more demand.
in the public, and he said that Eddie had to pay to get Jose over there. I'm pretty sure the promotional company took some of that money too, bro. I don't think they gave him the whole $4.5 million. I wish we had like a precise number. That's cool.
I mean, what you mean? What more precise you want? They just said that Ramirez got paid $4 million plus for Ramirez.
I thought you said Top Rank got paid $4 million plus for Ramirez.
You know what? You are right. It got / there. It got $4 million plus for Ramirez / Top Rank side. The
Exactly.
deal got done. In the end, money talks in business. But
I
again,
watched a lot of interviews, bro. I watched a lot of interviews. But yeah, so I mean, he may got $3 million.
but that's still his money though.
Yeah. That's totally great. But $5 million for Gervonta, in my opinion, is a good offer. Maybe they'll come back to the table and renegotiate. Maybe they'll get a little bit more because I'm pretty sure Mayweather promotion is going to take a cut of it too. So we'll see.
I don't think the fight happens. I think that since Leonard Ellerbe sent Lou DiBella an offer, they're looking to stage it on Showtime. Gervonta Davis has been a Showtime contracted fighter for a long time now, and I just don't see it happen. I don't see him crossing that street, especially.
What about Tevin coming over to Showtime? I think that's more feasible.
But that's what I'm saying. They counter-offered, right? Like, Leonard sent Lou and Tevin an offer, and then Eddie turned around and sent Davis a $5 million offer. So it just, like I said from the beginning, I think that they're just not going to be able to come to an agreement. Showtime is dying when it comes to the boxing, and really what they have is Wilder and Gervonta. They're not going to give him up. And they can't afford to give Gervonta $5 million plus Farmer 2-3. Just ain't happening. So, are they going to put this on pay-per-view? Floyd did say a month or two ago when Gervonta fought that his next fight is pay-per-view, that he's a pay-per-view star. They've been saying that. Are they going to try and explore it? Is that why they sent an offer to Lou to try and get this on Showtime pay-per-view? I think it would probably be best if they negotiated slightly more with Eddie Hearn. $5 million, I am not on par with you. I don't think that's enough. I think that the information I put forward is more than enough to demonstrate that Farmer is bigger than Hooker and Gervonta is bigger than Ramirez, and just public demand.
Is Farmer really bigger than Hooker, though?
Of course.
All right.
Of course. Just name the networks Hooker's fought on.
HBO, Dazn, and ESPN.
Same as Farmer. Who's been doing it longer? Farmer fought on ESPN with the Billy Dib. Fought Farmer on HBO. Fought Farmer on Dazn. Who's been doing it longer?
I don't know if Farmer fought on ESPN, though. But, yeah.
Farmer fought on ESPN when he fought Billy Dib.
He did fight on ESPN when he fought Billy Dib. You're right.
I know.
So he fought on HBO, Showtime, HBO.
And he's been doing it longer. He lost to Peldraza. Huh?
What you mean he's been doing it longer?
Exactly what it sounds like. He's been fighting longer than Maurice Hooker. He's been on television longer than Maurice Hooker. He's been in the boxing media longer than Maurice Hooker. When Hooker was probably still an amateur, he had already lost to Peldraza. When Hooker wasn't even signed, he already became a world champion.
So longevity makes you a bigger star, a bigger name?
The same reason that Areola still gets fights, yes, because you are known to the public, yes. I'm not going to argue that. I mean, it's obvious when we see the types of names that get fights, and we're like, yo, how? It's because of the name. Amir Khan is the perfect example. You can beat Billy Dib. You can beat Billy. Exactly. He's not. He's actually winning. That's why he merits more. He's got 5 title defenses.
That's great, but I don't know if he's a bigger name It might be the same level name as Maurice Hooker. I'm just not gonna say
Impossible.
Farmer's bigger
No
name.
one talks about Maurice Hooker pound for
Who,
pound.
who talking
No
about
one
Tevin
talks
Farmer
about-
unless they bring it up Gervonta
Max
Davis?
Kellerman does.
Unless they bring
Max
it up Gervonta
Kellerman-
Davis.
No.
So he didn't bring up Gervonta.
No. You said unless he's bringing him up. Did he have Tevin on the show talking about Gervonta, or was he having Tevin on the show talking
So
about
Gervonta
his
was never brought up.
defense? Towards the end. Towards the end. But you're saying that he had him there to bring up Gervonta. He brought him up to commend him on his, defensive skills, and more importantly, or if anything, more reason I want to believe he was there was because of the Pernell Whitaker association with Tevin Farmer and the death of Pernell Whitaker, and Max on Boxing was doing a special on that. But all right, it was because of Farmer and Davis.
Yeah, Max
okay. Even if it was because
also told him to his face that he'll lose to Gervonta.
he did. Even if it was because of Gervonta, the way you say, that's what I'm saying. When you got a pundit of boxing who is very popular on a very big platform, speaking of a fight that the public is demanding, unlike the one that just took place. Ramirez and Hooker was a great fight, but we weren't demanding for it. We've been demanding for this fight for years now. These two have met in hotel lobbies and, have gotten physical. They've touched each other. I mean, hey, whatever, man. You don't think that, I mean, the Derevchenko for a vacant, I would figure right there you would have changed your mind. But you're saying a dude could fight for a vacant, get 5.5, and a dude...
because Golovkin's a bigger star than both Farmer and Gervonta.
Okay, so you're saying because he's fighting Golovkin.
Yes. Just like because he was going to fight Canelo, he was going to get the same kind of money, if not, or he was trying to push for more.
But that's why he didn't get it.
Huh?
Because I said, but that's why he didn't get it, because it's not based off of who you fighting. Your purse is based off of you and your merits. That's the biggest issue in boxing.
So you think if Derevchenko was fighting Jacobs on the zone, he'll get 6.5 or 5.5?
That's the biggest issue with boxing, that when people get to their super fight, they want the super check, but it doesn't work that way. That's why he and Canelo didn't come to an agreement, because you only bring what you bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like Farmer brings a lot if they do this fight in the New York City, Philadelphia area. Either or. His people going to drive up. If they do it in Philly, they going to meet up. Davis, I think, brings a lot because, his ratings, his popularity, social media. He's a TV darling, I think. But listen, we got two offers, two different promoters to each other. If you guys want to give us your opinion on this, let us know. If not, we're going to move on to the next number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Talk to me.
When you do call in, please be sure to let me know. If the $5 million offer from Eddie Hearn and Dazn and Matchroom or whoever offered the money to Gervonta and fucking Mayweather Promotions, let me know if you guys feel like that is a good offer. If you feel like it's a good offer, let me know. If not, then we'll discuss why you don't think it is. That's why I want to get to. I want to know if the fans feel like the money is good.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we get enough callers to get a good assessment.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
And this ain't no disrespect, but you really feel like a guy who's been doing 400, 500,000 on Showtime deserves more than $5 million?
You put your foot in your mouth a lot, man. I mean,
shit, fuck it.
Crawford is doing 5 100? No, he's doing 150,000 pay-per-views.
That's pay-per-view though.
50,000
We're talking about
pay-per-views.
if we go to the
Mike,
actual.
relax, Mike. Come on.
You-
I'm not done. He's doing 50,000 pay-per-views, 150,000 pay-per-views. When we bring that up, you say that doesn't matter. What matters is dance partner. Again, no one was clamoring for Ramirez Hooker. This is a fight we've been wanting. This is a fight we talked about. It sells itself like Canelo versus Gennady.
It's kind of cute how you bring up Terrence Crawford and you only want to bring up the numbers he do on pay-per-view and not the numbers that I brought up, like Showtime numbers, which is not pay-per-view. If you bring up the Terrence Crawford numbers that he does on actual ESPN, we all know those numbers are tremendous. We all know that those numbers are some of the highest numbers in boxing. So it is what it is.
Mike, you're just triggered. I wasn't bringing up Terrence Crawford to get into the usual back and forth. Let me finish. I'm not bringing up Terrence Crawford to get into the usual back and forth. I'm just using your exact phrase. When we bring up his pay-per-view numbers, you say, sometimes it don't matter. What matters is the dance partner. I'm just saying, his numbers are his numbers. That's cool. Sometimes it don't matter. What matters is the dance partner. That's all.
All right.
So we're going to go out to the phone lines. If you haven't pressed 1, do so we can get to you. And we're going to go out to Brandon in Cincinnati. Talk to me, Brandon. Our question is $5 million for Tank Services to cross the street to DAZN enough?
Hell yeah it is. But what y'all failing to realize, that offer for $5 million is old. That was what Eddie Hearn was offering for a fight for this past July. So he sent that offer out like earlier this year. I don't know if he sent out a new offer of $5 million or more here recently. Leonard sent Tevin an offer here recently, according to Coppinger, for an undisclosed amount. In my opinion, I mean, if they want Tevin to come over there, they gotta, make it. They might have to overpay him because the Zone's been paying him good money to fight nobodies, and they gonna probably want to keep him to make that JoJo Diaz fight and shit. So they gonna have to offer him probably $3 million or so to get him over there, and give Tank maybe $5-6 million.
Damn, Brandon, the fight not gonna happen.
Wait a minute. You just said that the $5 million was enough, but then you just said you got to give Tank $6 million. Come on, champ.
Because he's on Showtime. If they have it on Showtime, Showtime has to show them they care about him a little bit more than what the Zone does. And I don't think Showtime can pay him $5 million. I don't think they can do that.
Well, when you think about it, they could put it on pay-per-view. I mean, an $8 million combined fight purse. What do you got to sell to, break even? $200,000. I think Tank and Tevin could do that. So I think it's possible they put it on pay-per-view. And, they might not make a huge return on that investment, but they can at least break even with about 250K buys. But like I said, I hope this shit happen. They need to fight. The blood is bad. The build-up will be crazy. Great clash of styles. In my opinion, it's like a top 3 matchup that we need in boxing outside of like the heavyweight unification.
Yo, Brandon.
So I'm all for. What's up?
So what's your logic with the Derevchenko getting 5.5 for a vacant? Because, I mean, you're on par with Mike, so I just want to, same thing I did to Mike. Some of those comparisons, I want to hear your response. Like, does Derevchenko deserve more money than Tank?
No.
So, again, how could you keep saying that this offer is good then?
But, ain't he, well, I don't know. That's a good question. I was going to say,
the fight partner, who is Derevchenko fighting? We all know we all know he won't get 5.5 versus Jacobs. We know that.
But why won't he? Because think about this. Andy just got 3 or 4
He already
or 5.
Jacobs and he didn't.
Andy got 3 or 4 or 5. Sometimes it don't matter who you fighting. Your purse is your purse.
But we have proof of it already. He already fought Jacobs and he didn't get $5.5 million.
How much did he get?
Let me Googling this.
I don't know. The last person I checked getting money is Derevchenko. He ain't been entertaining enough for me. So, you bringing him up. So you need to tell us. We trying to be educated.
No, you brought him up because you asked Brandon, why does
Derevchenko I brought him up for the 5.5. And I'm giving those facts out. You giving out another purse. You got to present that. I can't say, he got more for Jacobs and then not. I don't know it. You brought that up. I didn't bring that up. We going out to Stunner in New Jersey. Talk to me. Stunner, New Jersey. Going once. Going twice. What up, champ? We just heard you a bit there. What's up with y'all and y'all phones, man? And he dropped off. All right.
Okay, we got the Derevchenko purse. It says Derevchenko got 462,000 against Jacobs, but I think they say he's gonna get some more.
So, again, sometimes it don't matter the A side you fighting, man. Your purse is your purse, man. And that 5.5, that's what he was offered. He didn't even take that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Let me go out to.
That's what I was saying the whole time.
Let me go out to Boomeranger.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, what up, though?
What up?
What up, though? Is the $5 million offer good enough
you
to
already
take?
know. Is Derevchenko getting it? I'm gonna have to say yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of like that question yesterday. Is this fight good enough for pay-per-view? And I know that's not the question here, but I think that, you know, seeing that fight together, yeah, it's good enough for $5 million. You know, to be honest, I would hope that it catapults the zone if it's going to the zone. But to be honest, I think Showtime need that fight a little bit more because they ain't had too many this year. Either way, man, I'm happy to hear that some kind of negotiation is going on, that they actually are taking it seriously. So, you know what I'm saying, either way, I like it. It's a sexy thing for me. Is $5 million enough though? To take a page out water, but I don't know that man pockets. So, you know what I'm saying? If it's enough for him, let me get one from him. If it's enough for him, it's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the fight. Appreciate it. But that's all I got, man. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBB for life. If you ain't on Patreon, it's because you stupid. Peace.
Stainless, thanks for calling in. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Basically, you got any final thoughts?
No, man. My thoughts are just like what I've been saying. I think the offer is good. I think for fighting Tevin Farmer is a damn good offer. And I just think, you know what I'm saying, depending on who you fight, it's going to depend on how much money you get. We see with Derevchenko, 400-some thousand versus Jacobs, then bumps up to 5.5 million against Golovkin for the exact same vacant belt.
Yeah, I mean, that was cute the way he tried to slide that in there, but it wasn't just the same exact belt because the IBF was going to be on the line along with all the other belts. So it's the bigger fight.
Versus Jacobs, it was going to be on the line versus Jacobs with all the other belts.
Man, you love cutting me off.
Yeah, I didn't bring up Canelo, so you can't use that point to like try to kill my point.
I'm bringing up Canelo. If you stop cutting me off, maybe you understand. So I brought up Canelo because we have brought up Canelo together. We, on this podcast, have been bringing up Canelo because guess who was giving him the 5.5? 5.5 was being offered from Canelo and his team. So we've always brought up Canelo. So again, on the Canelo fight versus Derevchenko, there was more than just the IBF on the line. You can't just have your mandatory and not put the other belts on the line. So it's a bigger fight, bigger magnitude fight. But that being said, I also got another angle to come at you. Not sure that I'm going to win, but I think this could be the nail on the coffin. At 130, is Burchell a bigger fight for Gervonta? Is that a bigger fight? I'm asking you a question. You got your hand up. I'm asking you a question.
I wanted to make a statement about the Canelo.
It's cool. It's cool. Just answer my question and I'll be done.
Make a statement about the Canelo point before we go on to another point?
Sure.
Okay. There's a reason why Derevchenko didn't accept the 5.5 because of Canelo. Canelo's a bigger name than Triple G. So he felt like he deserved more. He did feel like he deserved more. So he wanted more. He was holding out for more. But 5.5 for Triple G is good. So that point is kind of dead. But is Burchell a bigger fight?
Hold on. What do you mean that point is kind of dead?
Guys, dance partners matter.
Mike,
and
but you're
Tevin
saying
Farmer is not the greatest dance partner. Okay?
You're saying that the point is dead. I'm saying he's receiving more money because there's more titles on the line. The fight is bigger.
Offers are the exact same.
Can you try to not cut me off? Like I tried to not cut you off.
You're lying to people, though.
Oh, God. But you can say that once I'm done. I don't get what's the problem. There are more titles on the line in the Canelo fight. There's bigger site fees in the Canelo fight. So Derevchenko is asking for more money because he wants to be a part of that Canelo business. And that's why he didn't get it, because you only get what you're worth. That's why in the AJ fight, the contract stipulates everything that it stipulates. That's why the UK fans are saying you signed. That's why it's a flat fee, because the A side dictated. Just like in this fight, the A side offered him the 5.5. He tried to hold out. He wanted more, same like Andy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's simple. But so at 130, you were supposed to answer, is Burchell a bigger fight with Gervonta than Tevin?
Man, I don't know.
Your opinion, I'm asking.
I really don't know.
Okay, your opinion. Your guesstimation.
Burchell, he's a good fighter. I don't think either one, Farmer or Burchell, are pay-per-view fights.
Okay, which fight, in your opinion, is bigger for Farmer?
Bigger for Farmer?
Excuse me, for Davis.
I think they're both pretty much on the same kind of level.
So Tevin and Miguel Burchell are equally as popular in America in your eyes?
Yes.
Okay. And which fight is bigger for Gervonta Davis? Is it Tevin Farmer or Jamel Herring?
I think it's about the same kind of level. I think Gervonta is the star in the division. So whoever he fights is going to be maybe a little bit more interest. But I think with Hearn's background with the military, he's going to bring in some interest. So for him, I think they're about on the same kind of level. I don't see much difference in between Burchell, Farmer, and Hearn.
Well, all right. On that note, we have no other callers, so we will end it. My final thoughts will piggyback off his statement. I think that he's lying, not to debate. It is impossible that Farmer isn't more popular than Miguel Burchell. I mean, there could be an argument for Jamel Herring being as though he's an Olympian. He went to the Olympics. His pro debut was aired. All his fights have predominantly been on television because of his affiliation with Al Heyman very early on. Then after the split, he suffered a little bit of time off, but then he got with Bomac and back on television. So that argument is there with Herring and Farmer being, who is more popular. But again, it's the demand of the public, right? Like he said, Gervonta's the star in that division. Okay, well then Earl is the star in the 147-pound division, but the people are demanding that Crawford-Earl fight. So even though there's other people there, that fight is bigger than the others. And that's how I view this Gervonta Davis fight with Tevin Farmer. Those two are the only guys that people have been asking to see fight. We never asked to see Gervonta and Miguel Burchell or any variation of these names other than Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Davis. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter.
Just let this sink in that Derevchenko and Gervonta is receiving $500 less to fight Farmer when Derevchenko is fighting Triple G. Dance partners.
Stainless on the boomerang.
Yo, I kind of gotta agree with Mike, man. The only thing that's really raising Tevin Farmer up through the rankings like that, or through the popularity rankings anyway, is his relation with Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Like Miguel Burchell. How often do we see him fight right now? And Hearn, I mean, I don't mean it like that, but kind of the same thing. Like, I know his name, I know he's relevant, I know that he's becoming more popular, but he might as well be Tevin Farmer. You know, I gotta agree with Mike there. They all about the same. You know what I mean? Like, Tank is the star in that division. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the name that you need. You know, it's because who Tevin got on his resume? I mean, not that Tank got a big resume, but who Tevin got that? You know what I'm saying? That makes him such a star. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight we need to watch is him and Tank. You know what I'm saying? It's because we want to see them fight each other.
What he has is the history. So, that's what he has. The history with Gervonta.
But I'm saying that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's what makes him so popular is because we know of the history between him and Tank. You know what I mean? It's not because of the losses he suffered when he first started and then becoming a champion after that. It's not because he's a champion. It's not even because he's with Dazn. It's because we know, or because we knew that somewhere down the line these two are going to fight. So we've been clamoring for it for a couple of years now, and now it's become popular enough to actually see through the men. I know Eddie was talking about it when Dazn was first starting, but that was a year ago. And as Bob Arum has coined it, you know, that fight definitely needed to marinate. And it's marinated, and hopefully now it can happen. But, I mean, I like to see Tank fight all of them, but are they a bigger star than Tank? No, they all on the same level to me. But that's all I got, man. Please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. It's TBB for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. Peace.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I need blow on these beats.
Yo, what's good? Hey, what happened this morning, man? I called in and the phone lines were down. I was up at 6.
Internet outage in the area this morning.
Man, what happened in Brooklyn again? Yeah, I want to talk about Andy Louise, because I missed that one. I want to talk about I like how he's moving and he's making his own way. He beat the dude that he really wasn't supposed to be. And moving on to Gervonta Davis, I really believe he's going to get pay-per-view. I mean, he needs it. Tevin probably wanted to. He's probably tired of his own. And I want to see the best fight the best. And, you know, I feel sorry for Mike. You know, you don't get to see the best fight the best. So this PBC, and Terrence Crawford is fine for PBC. That's my problem.
I love you too, man. Have a good day.
All right, we're going out to Jay Will on Skype.
Jay Will, talk to us.
Like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
What's up, man? I'm gonna need just one of y'all to just before I give my 2 cents. I'm gonna need one of y'all just to clarify. That Derenchenko was being offered a fight by who? Golovkin for the 5.5, right?
Both. That was the final offer from Canelo that he turned down.
All right.
Then he's getting the same offer from Golovkin that he's accepting.
So, like, with that being, all right. So, with that being said, I just wanted to make sure I had everything right. Yo, obviously he's getting offered a 5.5 or the 6 or whatever from Canelo and Golovkin because there's just more money available in those fights versus the money that's going to be available for a Tevin Farmer versus a Tank fight. Like, for instance, there's no way Maidana would have got the payday that he got from fighting Mayweather if he would have chose to fight somebody, let's say, like Victor Ortiz. It's just Mayweather's is generating that much more money. So it's just the same with Canelo and Triple G. They just generate that much more money that whoever that they're fighting is going to get a 3 to 5 million payday. Like, again, like, I don't think Gervonta's nowhere near the star that, let's say, your boy Danny Garcia is. So why should he get paid like he's the same star like Danny Garcia? So that's just my philosophy behind it, but I don't know.
So is the $5 million offer good or bad?
It's pretty decent for Gervonta. I mean, he's in a lighter division that is not a popular division. He's fighting a guy that's kind of known, but he's not really a household name, and he's still getting $5 million. Like, again, when Danny was fighting the Lamont Petersons, when Danny was fighting Robert Guerrero and them, I mean, I don't think he was making $5 million, but he was way more popular than Gervonta Tank Davis was.
Yeah, but the time wasn't what it is now, was it, right? Everybody's getting a whole lot more money now than they are then. That's why Al went to court, right? Because Bob got upset that he raised the pay grade. But I'll remind you that Danny did allegedly get $3 million for that Lucas Matisse
90 seconds
on the Canelo Mayweather undercard. That was the big and first time we heard of Danny getting, multi-million-dollar check like that. But I don't know. I think that these guys demanded. Look, I did a Google search for Tevin Farmer, and right away, 2 weeks ago, a message to Gervonta Davis has over 800,000 views.
60 seconds.
And we're talking about, what is this? How many days is this? Where is it at again? Message 2 weeks ago, it says on their YouTube, 821,000. Then 6 days ago, you got Tank on a program, I believe it's Sway in the Morning. Where'd I go? I lost that one. And that one I seen, okay, the Breakfast Club one has 660. Let me check his Sway one. I don't know if that's an old Sway one or a new Sway one. Someone sent me a link to a Sway one this morning. Go ahead, Mike.
It's new. Well, not new, but it came like last week. Man, you just make my point for me, man. As soon as Tevin did something, they got 860,000 views, and that's the first thing that popped up. It had Gervonta's name in it. He's using Gervonta.
10 seconds.
But the reason his stardom is so big and people know about him, and the reason I know about him, because of Gervonta. Like, my first experience with Tevin Farmer was because of Gervonta. Just saying. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I don't know. It's a little backwards if you ask me. 1 week ago, super featherweight champ Gervonta Davis went on Sway in the Morning, and he's only at 173 views. I just told you 173,000. I just told you his last one on the Breakfast Club, and these are commercial radio stations. These are huge. These are known. The last 20 years, these things been around. And that one only had 660, while Tevin, the B-side, has 820. So I don't know. Maybe more people are starting to get more interested in the guy that's actually active and defending his title.
Out of all of those videos that got on Tevin's page, is that the biggest one?
No, like I said, I went to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm saying, don't Tevin got a page with his videos on it?
What, like his YouTube?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. A lot of fighters getting YouTubes these days. I don't know. You seen one?
I'm pretty sure that's probably Tevin's biggest video.
Well, that is a Dazn video.
Oh, that's a Dazn video. So it
Absolutely.
doesn't come directly from Tevin.
No. Just like the Gervonta Davis doesn't come directly from him. It comes from Sway, and it comes from Breakfast Club,
That's
champ.
Cool. I think the Zone's out here marketing, trying to push their product, so we see their videos do pretty good, so good job.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yo, okay, yo. Let me see. We got Skype, right? All right, that's it. Yeah, man, I gave my final thoughts, so it's on you. I gave my final thoughts and my Instagram.
Gross1911 on IG and Gross2312 on Twitter. Peace out.
Peace.